Oh, hello. Just deep in my music because I'm using the Sennheiser IE 300s, another great tech review here at EFTM. We've got a bunch. We get all the latest gear and you can find out what it is, whether it's any good, what it costs here in Australia, and a whole lot more just by clicking subscribe, ring that bell, and you'll also get all notifications of all of our great content here on the EFTM YouTube channel. Now, I'm just going to stop you watching right now if you're not looking to spend $500 on in-ear non-wireless headphones. So, like, it's in a world of consumer headphones, and in Australia, we're talking $600 million a year is being spent on headphones. It's half the audio category, if not more. These are not your average headphones, and they're not for everyone. This is real simple. These are wired. That's unusual. There is no inline microphone, so they're not for being out on a jog and taking your conference calls. These are for listening to audio. These are for enjoying music. These are for editing music. These are for people who sit at a computer and edit video. These are for people who need to listen to audio for their job. And you'll see, like, they're quite a nice design. I've got to be honest, I love the design. They fit almost flat to the face, so you don't have any kind of, sticking out. You can barely see them front on, but side on, they follow beautifully into your ear canal, in, out like that, and then they loop around. Now this loop around the back is actually part of the cable, but it's got this rigid wrap around it, which allows you to manipulate that so that it can be essentially molded to your ear, which means you get a great, not just do you get a great fit because there's a lot of earbuds and stuff inside as well. Critically, there's a lot of different tips to choose from, more than your average, I'd say. But then you get this kind of perfect wraparound so that they just sit. I mean, honestly, these things feel like they're not on, and that's the great thing. I'm not sure the cable is quite long enough. Like I've been using them primarily on my phone, listening to Tidal, and yeah, I was listening to Phil Collins, if you hadn't already worked that that one out, by my awesome drumming. And listening to audio from your phone is not the highest quality, which is why I use Tidal for these kind of products. But I think what a lot of people would be doing is having these plugged into their computer, maybe a laptop, whatever. I feel like arm's length is not enough. I feel like for $475 odd or $479, $500, I just wanted to go a little bit further around and into the computer or whatever it might be. So seems stupid, but yeah, that's my feedback. They have an immense sound. Now, what's amazing is the first time I listened to them, I kind of thought they were too loud, and they are. But that's what's critical here is I've never listened to these on full volume, and I am a full volume kind of guy. I listen to most things at full volume. But these are so high quality that you don't need full volume for your average music listening. But when you want that full volume is when you're editing, a piece of audio, when you're looking for those tiny bits of audio that you want to make sure you've really nabbed. Matt from the Pots and Pans and Sizzletown podcast would love these. These are going to hit every little clink and clang of the pots and pans. These are spectacular in their quality. They're spectacular in their neutrality. So I didn't feel a deep bass. I didn't feel a high range of treble. I felt this Sennheiser neutrality. I mean, that's a pretty lame thing to say, but that's what they are. They're not made to be one way or another for a certain style of audience. They're made to sound, like the source audio, which is critical. They come in a simple portable case, so you've always got them, locked away and safe when you're traveling or whatever it might be. But these are not travel headphones either. These are not for the plane. You could use them that way, don't get me wrong, but these are for people who are consuming audio professionally, essentially. The IE 300s from Sennheiser come with a 2-year warranty. They have this really quite nice look about them, I have to say also. They have this speckled, you wouldn't be able to see it, I don't think, but they have this speckled look on the material, which is quite nice. And also, I should say, you're going to get good value and a good life out of these because the cable is replaceable. So that tiny little, somewhat standard audio connector means that you're getting the bulk of your value from that earphone. And if the cables, start to give you some grief over the years of, being bent and twisted into shape, then you can replace the cable because it all comes apart. I really like that about them because that's kind of additional thought that you don't get with a lot of headphones. The other thing I'd say just quickly is they don't really obviously tell you which is left and right. So you've really got to hope that you've really nailed your design of your loop, and so you can kind of see at a glance. But because it loops around and twists, sometimes you get a bit confused. So that's a touch annoying, and I don't feel any piece, like a little brow sort of thing on them that really indicates left and right. So simple feedback there for the people at Sennheiser. By the way, red is right. Red is right. So there's a tiny little red band on the edge of this one. Red is right, but I do it slightly differently. So yeah, I love them. They're very, 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 very nice quality. The IE 300's on sale now, just under $500 for your pure audiophile.